and relevant goals, you will be definitely more equipped to apply the strategies and the techniques that you're going to be learning inside this training. And secondly, you need to engage actively. There is no way you go through a training like this without taking notes, and you will feel there's no way you will go through a training like this without taking notes and get the full value out of it. So you need to take notes as you're going through the training. All right. It will deepen your understanding of the materials and everything, and also help you to retain the information for future use. Thirdly, you need to learn at your pace and implement as you go. So don't feel like you need to finish the entire course today. All right. Don't feel like you need to finish this entire training in 1 minute or 1 hour. All right. The training is yours for keeps, at least for now. So what you need to do is that you need to learn at your own pace and implement as you go. Take action quickly. Don't just learn passively and consume the content. After every lesson, the reason why I've broken it down into small bits for you is so that after every lesson, you can take action by implementing the strategies and the techniques that you have learned inside the training. All right? It's a hands-on training, and it's going to help you to see real results in real time. All right? And of course, don't forget to revisit the training if you need to. All right. Remember, learning is an ongoing process, and after completing this training, don't hesitate to visit it again. Don't hesitate to revisit the material to refresh your knowledge. Okay, it's going to help you to stay up to date and keep your skills sharp. Okay, so if you're ready to level up your WhatsApp audience, let's jump right into the main training. To 47,000 contacts without begging anybody to save my contacts. I'm going to start by telling you the backstory so that you understand the context behind the strategies that I'm going to be sharing with you inside this training. The first thing you should know is that my WhatsApp audience, in fact, my social media audience wasn't always as it is. As a matter of fact, when I first started, it was always difficult for me to get visibility online. I would post content and nobody would engage. I would use my Twitter, for example. If I use on my Twitter account, for example, whenever I make a post, I wasn't even making posts because I was looking for engagement. I was just making posts because I was sharing my thoughts. I was using my Twitter account as a dumping ground for my thoughts, basically. And so whether I got engagements or not, it wasn't my concern. But then I now got into the online business space, and of course, for someone who's running an online business, you need customers. You need people who are going to be seeing your stuff and want to buy from you as a result of that. And so I felt like I needed to understand how this thing works. I needed to understand how to get people to be sending me messages on a regular basis, how to get people into my funnels and get people into my business. Of course, I knew that I was not going to get those sales from the people who already knew me, my friends and my family. You don't get sales from such people. Why? Because they already have an established opinion about you. That's the truth. The reason why they won't buy from you is simply because it is easier to get a stranger to see you as something than for you to get somebody who has already formed an opinion about you to see you as something else. And so I knew I needed to understand how to attract people into my business. And so I started getting focused on, and so I started digging deep on some of the ways that I can get people into my business on a regular basis. And then I discovered the first thing, which I'm about to share you, which of course is the marketer versus the consultant. You're going to find out that most people see themselves as a marketer. In other words, you see yourself as somebody who is trying to sell something to someone. And so because of that, you're always looking at, always putting out products, always posting stuff on your Facebook for people to buy, posting stuff on your WhatsApp for people to buy, and everything. But there are a different group of people, there's a different set of people who don't see themselves as marketers, they see themselves as consultants instead. And the difference is very simple. Marketers chase and experts or consultants attract, right? If you think about it, if you want to get someone to see you as valuable, do you pursue them or do you cause them to pursue you? I think the answer to that is rhetorical, right? So you need to begin to understand, basically. You need to understand how to get people to see you as someone that they want something from. I mean, think about it. When you are, maybe you have a headache. I don't pray you have a headache, but I'm just saying, maybe you have a headache or you have something health related, right? There's a concern to you. Who do you go to meet exactly? Do you go to meet the guys in the marketplace who are trying to get your attention with some medicine that solves, health issues? Are those the people you go and meet? Or do you go and meet a doctor to consult them, right? That's the way human beings are wired. People seek help from consultants and they seek products from marketers. Do you understand? So if you understand this now, you will now see why you need to become the consultant in every conversation, in every situation, instead of positioning yourself as a marketer. Some of us who are doing online marketing as internet marketers, you are branding yourself as a marketer, branding yourself as an internet marketer. Now, there's nothing wrong in that, but the truth is, if you're looking to get people who are going to send you messages on a regular basis because they want to connect with you or they want to learn from you or any of that stuff, you will not do it by branding yourself as a marketer. You will do it by positioning yourself as a consultant that is looking to help people. All right? I'm not going to waste too much time on this. We have so much to cover in this training. Now, why would anyone want to follow you on WhatsApp? There are several reasons, but I'm going to just list out 6 of the reasons why people would want to follow you on WhatsApp. Now, here are some of the reasons why people would ever want to follow you on WhatsApp. Number 1 reason is because you are a source of good information. At its core, if you have an in-depth knowledge or experience about anything in particular, it makes you a reliable source of information to anybody who would want to learn and stay updated with the latest trends and news. And that's why people would want to follow you on WhatsApp. Second reason is because you're a source of inspiration. If you have a unique perspective and you have a unique way of sharing your thoughts online, right? If you have a creative approach of solving problems, which can inspire others to think differently or maybe challenge their belief systems or pursue their passions. If you're somebody who causes people to experience a certain kind of transformation for themselves, right? That can be very inspiring and that can make people to want to follow you on WhatsApp as well. The third reason why people would follow you on WhatsApp is because they get some kind of emotional value out of it. That's simple. Think about it. Every single piece of content that you have ever consumed before and you shared that content, or maybe you followed the person at the end of the video or something, it's because of the fact that it gave you some kind of emotional value, right? It made you laugh. It made you feel something, right? It made you laugh. It made you smile. It made you feel some kind of joy. It made you feel like you just got an aha moment, right? It gave you some new piece of information, some new piece of some new sight, some new insights. And so when you think about it, people follow you because you provide them some kind of emotional value. You make them feel stuff, basically, right? People will also follow you because they're trying to get some kind of social validation. I mean, think about it. Following thought leaders, popular thought leaders, can be a way for people or individuals to signal their own interests to other people, or signal their values, or signal their aspirations to people within their niche, or people within their circle, or people who are just on their contact list, basically. Okay? People will actually follow you because you help them to make decisions. The human being naturally is a completely chronic procrastinator, and they find it difficult to make decisions. If they find someone who can easily influence their decisions in the right direction, they will gladly follow such a person, right? So whether it's related to purchasing a product or supporting a cause or adopting a certain kind of lifestyle, you find out that people actually want to follow you if you are, I don't want to use a big grammar like polarizing, but if you are very clear, right? If you're very clear about your thoughts on different things, on different products, on different stuff, if you're very clear about those things, you're very clear about how you're sharing your experiences with those things, it can influence people's decisions, and people would want to follow you just because you're very clear about those things, all right? And then, of course, people will also follow you because of the valuable content that you share. I think I've already said something like this before, but I just feel like I need to mention it as well, because you're giving some kind of valuable information on a regular basis. People would want to follow you because of that. All right. Now let's talk about how you can go from unknown to known in 3 simple steps. Firstly, you need to get clear about who you are called to serve. Some people would call this the customer avatar. And there is a saying that if you are trying to serve everybody, then you are serving nobody. At the same time, there's another saying that says that if the purpose of a thing is not known, then everything looks like it. You need to be extremely clear about the person that you are trying to help, about the person that you are trying to serve with your solution, whether it's a physical product or whether it's a digital product or whether it's what is it, a software or whatever it is, right? Even if it's a service, whatever it is you're selling, you need to be very clear about who you are called to serve, right? So start by identifying your area of expertise, your passion, your interest, and determine the specific people that you want to reach with that interest. And it's going to help you to create relevant and engaging information that resonates with those people. I need you to think of the customer avatar like this. I usually call the customer avatar the 10 minutes of research that can help you to save 1 hour of work or 1 year of stress in some cases. All right. Now, your customer avatar is an identity, is an individual. Your customer avatar is an individual inside your target market that has certain pain points, that has certain frustrations, that has certain experiences, negative experiences, that has desires, right? That has desires. What is their desired outcome? They have a desired outcome. Now, if you find out what all these things are about the person, you can use that information inside your daily content on social media, on your WhatsApp, right? You can use that information inside your WhatsApp to create useful, relevant content. You can use it to, fine tune your sales messages. You can use it to craft your marketing campaigns. You can use it to craft your ad creatives and so much more. This information can help you to tailor your message to whoever it is you're trying to sell to. That's the reason why you hear people say stuff like, "Oh my God, thank you so much for sharing that. I feel like you were talking to me." That is why that happens. Okay? And now a practical example. If we're looking at a customer avatar, for example, let's say you're a logistics company. You're looking for a good customer avatar that you can target with your content. Now, here's a practical example. Okay? Let's say the name of our avatar is Bossede, and Bossede lives in Lagos. She has a shoe business. She actually makes shoes. She has a shoe business, and currently she supplies her shoes within Lagos. And she was looking for a reliable logistic solution that can help her to get her products to people in Lagos as quickly as possible and in perfect condition. She's also open to the idea of promoting those products outside of Lagos, so interstate delivery, right? Interstate delivery. She's open to the idea of doing that. She's also open to going international someday soon, right? And her negative experiences in the past is that she has had the opportunity to work with other logistics companies in the past, but the problem with that is that some of them don't deliver the products when they say they would. Some of them do it. Some of them spend so long before they will come and pick up the products to deliver. Some of them spend so long before they finally deliver the product, and that makes her to deliver the products late. And in some cases, the products don't get to the location or the destination in the same condition as they were when she packaged them. And so she now has a lot of customers complaining of what I ordered versus what I got. So you see, with all this information about Bossede, you can use that in your content. That would be an example. An example would be if I was a logistics company and I want to create content that Bossede would want to learn from or Bossede would want to interact with, all I need to do is to say it in my content that, have you tried delivering your products to your customers before and it doesn't get there on time? Maybe you tried different logistics companies before and they will tell you that they are on the way to come and pick up your products, but at the end of the day, you will wait for hours without seeing them. And finally, when you see them, you end up delivering your product late. You see how you can start your content by talking to boss a day's problems. Now, when you use this kind of approach in your sales messages, or when you use this kind of approach in your content, you find out that people are going to resonate with it. That's when you start hearing stuff like, I thank you so much for this. You were talking to me and all of that, right? It's very powerful when you understand this thing that I'm actually talking about, okay? So get clear about who you are trying to serve. Now, step two is something that most people skip along the way because they are more focused on, I want to get customers now, I want to get traffic now, I want to get people to pay attention to me now, I want me, and all of that. Now, you need to build capacity if you're going to be able to help anybody. It's just like you can't help anybody if you are broke. The same way, you cannot help anybody if you don't have the capacity to help that person. It's that simple. You need to get competent at what you do. In other words, you don't even need to be an expert at this. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you need to get competent. Competency is measured by your ability to produce results. And if you can get good at something to the point where you can produce a particular outcome for people, then you are automatically competent at it. And it has become a skill for you. And guess where that becomes very valuable? It becomes very valuable in the area of teaching. People love to follow people who teach them stuff. Write that down somewhere. It's very important. People love to follow people who teach them stuff. So you need to get competent at something, right? In every niche, there is relevant skills, or there are relevant skills that you can learn, right? You can learn relevant skills like copywriting, for example. Learn copywriting as a relevant skill. Learn how to close sales, depending on whether you're an internet marketer or not, right? If you're an internet marketer, you can learn how to close sales over the phone, one-to-one sales. You can learn group sales, that's one-to-many sales. You can learn objection handling. You can learn so many different relevant skills in your niche. By the way, if you don't know the relevant skills in your niche, all you need to do is to go to ChatGPT and then search search for niche relevant skills in the area of XYZ. Or you can say, I'm trying to learn relevant skills in my niche, and I am a XYZ, or I am an XYZ person. I'm in the logistics niche, or I'm in the affiliate marketing niche, or I'm in the content marketing niche, I'm in the content creation niche, I'm a course creator, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, just make sure that you get very clear about the skills that you need, and then start getting competent at those skills. I'm going to tell you why you need to be competent about those skills, by the way. All right, so step three, start creating content daily. Do it several times if you can, but just make sure that you're consistently putting out content on social media. All right, because the traffic and the people you're going to be getting are coming from social media, so you need to get in front of them every single day. I keep getting this question, like I get people asking me, saying like, what platform should I be focused on? What social media platform should I channel all my efforts towards? And the answer is always the same for me. On every social media platform is like a stage, and you need to think of yourself as the performer on that stage, and the audience that you're performing to are the people who are seeing your content. Now, when you see it that way, you now understand that every time you show up on that stage to perform for your audience using your content, what happens is that you are gathering their attention. And whenever you come, the following day you come, next time you come, you're going to be accumulating that attention over time. And when accumulated attention comes in, when your attention is accumulated, it becomes traction. Traction is basically accumulated attention. Traction is basically the relationship that you have formed with people as a result of showing up consistently to give them useful content. You see how it works? So at the end of the day, what you're going to be turning into contacts, what you're going to be turning into leads, what you're going to be turning into sales, what you're going to be turning into traffic is traction. Traction equals opportunity to drive traffic. You use traction, you leverage traction to drive traffic into your business, to drive traffic into your WhatsApp contact list. I hope you understand. So start creating daily content, and at least do it several times a week. Now, there might be a formula you can use here. There is a formula you can use here that I have used before, and many of my students have used the same formula before when it comes to putting out the content on your social media. But mind you, this might not work for every single niche. I am sharing all this information for you based on what has worked for me and based on what has worked for my students as well. It doesn't make me the expert in every single niche, but yours is just to take a look at the information and say, how can I apply this within my own business? So let's go straight into the structure for the content that you need to use if you're going to be getting great results with this on a daily or weekly basis. Now, it's called the RVL formula. It's called the RVL formula. Now, R in this stands for results. V stands for value, and L stands for lifestyle. It's that simple. So now this formula actually helps you to structure out your content that you're putting on social media, because it shows you that, okay, I need to be putting out content that have to do with results that I am getting, or the results that my clients are getting, or the results that my students are getting, right? So by sharing results, you're demonstrating why people need to listen to you. Remember, showing will always be better than telling. And so by showing results on a regular basis, you're showing people why they need to listen to you, why they need to see you as someone who is credible, someone who can help them to solve their problems. And that takes us to the second one, which is value. Value in this case can be any kind of useful information. By the way, before I jump into value, let me also say this about results, because most people find out that most people, they get it wrong when it comes to results. They think that the results are the monies that you have made, or that results must be your first million and all of that. No, that's not what I'm talking about here. A result is any form of transformation that you have created for someone, or that has been created in your life. I'll say that again. It's any form of transformation that has been created in your life, or any result or transformation rather that has been created in the lives of other people through you. There is also other people's results. That's what they call OPM, other people's money, other people's results, OPR. OPM or OPR. You can also use other people's results as is relevant to what you sell to promote, or you can also use that to get people to see you as somebody who is sharing useful information. All right, so results extremely important. Sorry. Now back to value. Value can be any kind of information, right, or any kind of content that makes people feel some kind of way. It could be some content that makes people feel like they have learned something new, right? Informative value, that's informative value. Stuff that makes people feel like they have learned something new. For example, those of us who are going through this training right now, you already feel like you're gaining some information, you're gaining some value out of this. So that is informative value. And then there's also transformational value. Transformational value is any kind of value that you put out that has to do with maybe your experiences in the past. You share your experiences about a certain subject, and then people can resonate with that. People can see themselves in the journey, right? For example, if you take a look at my LinkedIn, I share a lot of stories on my LinkedIn with my audience there. And so you get a lot of people saying stuff like, thank you so much for sharing this. I see myself in this journey. I see where I am right now in this journey, because I share my own journeys, what I have gone through in the past, where I was struggling, and now I'm no longer struggling with those things. So I share those things, and people hear it and they see it and they say, yeah, I want to. They see it and they say it's something that resonates with them. All right. So value. I'm not going to spend too much time on that, but you just understand that value is basically any form of useful information that makes people feel great about themselves, that makes people feel some kind of way. All right, so that's value. They need to be putting out such valuable content. I'm going to give you a formula you can use to implement this formula. Anyway, let's continue. So there's lifestyle content as well. Now, for lifestyle, is basically how you go about your day to day, right? So, for example, a selfie, taking a selfie of yourself is actually lifestyle content. It's lifestyle content. People want to know that they are dealing with real human beings, not robots, not shoe sellers, not bag vendors or wig vendors. People want to know that they are dealing with real human beings. And so by sharing lifestyle content, sharing content about you, Maybe it could be a video, like you just want to say hi to them this morning. You just put a video in front of you and then you say hi to them. That is lifestyle content. You don't need to always be posting your products every single day. That is the summary of this formula. RVL is the best way to go about it. RVL is the best way to go about it. Instead of you to be posting pictures of that your product every single day, you can post results of the people who have bought the product. Why? Because you are selling the experience. You're not selling the product, you are selling the experience. I'll say that again. Instead of selling the product, sell the experience by sharing results, sharing the experiences of people who have bought the product from you. It makes you begin to project that the product is a valuable product to different people, and then they would want to buy the product as well. Okay, so now here's how you can implement the RVL formula. Very, very simple. All you need is this is how I implement my RVL formula, by the way. So I simply use VVR VVL. Write that down. VVR VVL. So I spread it out and I say value, lifestyle, value, value, result, value, lifestyle. So spread your content out like that. You will definitely, I tell you, it's only a matter of time. You will definitely be able to build so much traction within just 30 days that you can now start driving people into your WhatsApp. Quickly add this bonus point, all right? Don't get into any of the things I'm going to be sharing with you in this training because you're trying to be famous or because you're trying to get rich or you're trying to be funny. Don't do it. It is going to be like it will backfire at the end of the day. Do it only because you're trying to help people. I have this belief that whatever it is you're trying to get, give it. If you're trying to get money, help people to make money. If you're trying to grow on social media, help them to grow in their lives. Help them in some kind of way. You've heard the saying before that you rise by helping others grow. And so always be looking to give value. And not just that, you should also develop a lifestyle where you give value first. Give value first. Even the suya man, the man who is selling meat by the roadside, gives value first by giving you a tasting. Giving you a tasting is a form of giving value first. All right. So anyways, I just wanted to add that quickly before we jump straight into the next video. It's basically your personalized WhatsApp link. Your personalized WhatsApp link is a unique link that allows you to transport traffic from wherever you're posting your content, like maybe your TikTok or your Facebook or Instagram or any other platform that you're active on, and transport them to your WhatsApp DM. All right. I'll give you practical examples of what I'm saying, but I'm just giving you for context sake. This is what the personalized link can do for you. Your personalized WhatsApp link. You will need it if you will be able to drive or get strangers to join your WhatsApp contact list every day. So let me quickly show you how you can set up your personalized WhatsApp link. This is a tool called Postcron, and Postcron allows you to create your personalized WhatsApp link at just a click of a button, right? If you want to use Postcron, all you need to do is go to Google, search for Postcron WhatsApp link generator. It's going to show you this page. Click on WhatsApp link generator. It will take you to the page where you can use Postcron. This is Postcron WhatsApp link generator, by the way. So you simply click on create link now, and then you enter your phone number with your country code first. So in my own case, it's 234-816-863. Let me use a different number. So 813-0224-393. All right. So this is one of my WhatsApp contacts. And then the next thing you do is you enter the message that you want your customers to see, or you want your leads to see before they contact you. That's what they are going to send to your DM as a default message. So in this case, I'll just simply say, hello, Kenny. Hello, Kenny. I would like to connect with you here on WhatsApp. So that's a very simple message. And then once you're done with that, you can just simply click on get link and then copy the link so that we'll just test it. So let me just open a second tab here and then paste and go. So this is what the link is going to look like when you send it, or this is what the default message is going to look like when people are sending it to my DM. Okay, so let's continue to the chat. Let's see. You see it, right? Because it's my number that I put in there, so it's like I'm messaging myself, so to speak. So I can just click on send and says, hello Kenny, I would love to connect with you here on WhatsApp. So that's basically how you can use Postcron to create this WhatsApp link. Now, the second platform that you can use to create a personalized WhatsApp link is called WaLink. In order for you to get here, all you need to do is just go to Google and type WaLink, and then it will show you the website at the top. Click on it to join the site, in order to get on the site. So when you get on the site, the first thing you want to do is to create your free WhatsApp link. So you click on create WhatsApp link, and then it already puts the country code by itself. But if it doesn't, you can select your own country code by yourself. And then I will just put in the phone number here, 0813-0224-393. All right, good. So the default message that I want them to send, remember what I used before. Okay, so it says, hello Kenny, I would like to connect with you here on WhatsApp, just like the other one. And then if you want to preview the link, you can feel free to preview the link by clicking this button, and it will show you a preview, right? It will show you a preview of the link, just like we did for the other one. And you see, you can actually preview the link. But let's go back. Let's generate the link. So you click on generate WaLink, and it will now show you your shortened link. You see, it has WaLink, wa.link/UODFZQ. Okay, excuse me. So you can copy this link and save it somewhere, or you can save it inside your notepad, so that when you are sharing your content and you want to put your call to action, you can place the link inside of that. All right. So I prefer to use Postcron. Because the Postcron links are customizable using a link shortener. All right, they're customizable using a link shortener. I usually just use bit.ly. Okay, so I usually just use bit.ly. On bit.ly, you don't need an account before you can shorten a link. You can actually just paste the link here, right here, and you can shorten it. But I prefer to log in. I prefer to use my bit.ly account. So it gives me functionalities that you would normally not have if you don't have an account. So basically, you can use Postcron or you can use WaLink in order for you to get your personalized WhatsApp link. All right, we don't need to waste too much time on that. Now, moving on to how you can actually get the strangers to move from social media into your WhatsApp DM. This is very, very simple. I already went through in one of the last videos, about how you can use the RVL formula, results, value, lifestyle. But now you're going to make this more strategic, and how we can make this more strategic is by adding a simple call to action at the end of every post that you make. By adding a call to action to your post, you are telling people, here is the next step, right? You don't just want to be posting content and posting content, and all you're doing is getting likes. Don't just allow all those likes and engagements to go to waste, right? When people are engaging with you, it means that you are generating traction with your content. When people are engaging with you, I will say it again, it means that you are generating traction with your content, and you need to be channeling that traction in a different direction. But mind you, let me warn, don't use this if you don't have traction yet. It will not work. This is not an overnight or magic bean solution to getting all the traffic you need into your WhatsApp DM overnight. You will need to develop traction first. So spend good time. It could be a week, it could be 2 weeks. But for me, I would recommend 2 weeks and above. Spend that time using the RVL formula without a call to action, please. Without a call to action. If there's any call to action that you must use, let it be that you're just telling people that they should follow you on that platform for more content, right? Say, follow me for more valuable content like this. That's actually a call to action. If you think about it, it's a call to action. The only thing is that you're not transporting them away from the platform. It's on the same platform. They just have to follow you on that platform, all right? Now, back to what I was saying about the RVL and adding the CTA at the end of it. How you do it is very simple. For example, if I make a post of one of my students that recently went from 3,000 followers to 30,000 followers in less than 30 days, right? That's a result post, isn't it? That's a result post. And if I share that content on my LinkedIn, for example, and I talk about the story of the person, how she was able to navigate her struggles, how she was able to get to the point where she's now successful, that's a result. And so when I finish sharing that result, I might decide that I want to add my call to action in the same post, so I can put it in the comment section. In the comment section, I simply say, if you want to learn how she was able to do XYZ, then click the link below, right? That is a simple call to action format. Now, let me give you a format for writing my call to actions. It's very simple. So here's a simple format that I use for creating powerful call to action for all my social media posts. You can simply say, if you would like to X so that you can Y, then join my WhatsApp status audience by clicking the link below. You see, or if you would like to X so that you can Y, then connect with me on WhatsApp by clicking the link below, where X is the big bold benefits of them joining your audience, and Y is the benefit of the benefit. You see, we're even talking about a little bit of copywriting here, you see, so that's why you need to know how to write copy, right? Now, a simple way of, a simple example of this could be, if you would love to get 10 times more valuable content so that you can improve your sales marketing, and marketing, then click the link below to connect with me on WhatsApp. That's a classic example. You see that? So it's very simple. If you would like to X so that you can Y, then use the link below to connect with me on WhatsApp. So that's a simple call to action that you can also always use in your content. All right. Now, here's another CTA format that you can use. I share daily insights about A, B, and C with my audience via WhatsApp status. Connect with me using the link below, or connect with me using the link, where A, B, and C in this case are your niche related topics. Every niche has related topics that you can share daily insights about. Those your value posts will be about your niche related topics. For example, I talk about sales, I talk about marketing, I talk about personal development, I talk about wealth creation, I talk about high income skills, I talk about my personal journey, right? So I share my journey along the way with people, and then people can learn from those stories and get inspired. Now, that is what I talk about. And so if I was going to use this format for my CTA, I can simply say, I share daily insights about sales, marketing, and personal development with my audience via WhatsApp status. Connect with me using the link. Another way I can put it is, since I have some level of credibility and some audience on WhatsApp, I can say, I share powerful insights every day about sales, marketing, and personal development with my 47,000 plus WhatsApp audience via my WhatsApp status. Connect with me using the link below. It's a very powerful call to action when you think about it, right? So let me give you one more format that you can use for your CTAs as well. Now, CTA format 3 is a little bit longer than the other ones that I've told you about, and it's simply something like this. Tomorrow, I'm going to be sharing a post about XYZ, where XYZ is something that is very useful. I'll give you an example. With my friends via my WhatsApp status, and the post is going to drop by 7 p.m. West African time. Use the link below to connect with me, or use the link below to send me a hi on WhatsApp and save my contacts so that you don't miss out on it. You see how powerful that is, right? Because it forces people to take action through the fear of missing out. That is how it works. So this, for example, let me give you a practical example now. Tomorrow, I will be sharing a post about 7 ways you can get more customers in the next 7 days. Look at that. Look at how powerful that is. 7 ways you can get more customers in the next 7 days with my friends on WhatsApp status. The post is going to drop by 7 p.m. Everything 777. I didn't plan it. I was just thinking about it now. All right, so by 7 p.m. West African time. Use the link below to send me a hi on WhatsApp and save my contacts so that you do not miss out. You see how powerful that is? So underneath that, you will now put the WhatsApp link. Remember your WhatsApp link that you created right in the beginning of this video. All right. So that's that for that on how you can get strangers into your WhatsApp. But let me say this one more time before we leave this video. Do not use this if you don't have traction. Don't use it if you have not spent some time building a relationship with the people that you are transporting from your social media into your WhatsApp. It will not work, period. Quickly talk about how to get a flood of strangers into your WhatsApp DM from time to time. This is not the same as getting them into your DM every day. If you want to get them into your DM every day, use the strategies I've shared before now. Create content every day, and then at the end of those content, put your call to action. You will be able to get strangers into your DM every single day as long as traction is present. But here I'm going to show you how you can get a flood of WhatsApp DMs from strangers from time to time. And it's simply by doing viral marketing. One of the best or simplest viral marketing strategies that I use is called a referral contest. A referral contest, and that is basically where you incentivize people, or where you give something in exchange for a repost from people. Think about it. Whenever you've seen somebody do something like share my post and I'll give you XYZ gift, all right? A couple of examples of this is maybe you say share this post and stand a chance to win 20 gig of data from me. You can also say share this post or flyer to your WhatsApp status and I'll give you my new ebook. Some people have actually seen me do this before, and I use WhatsApp autoresponder to automate the entire process. So when they come in my DM, I simply tell them, after they've saved my contact, I tell them, by the way, I might have a gift for you. I have a gift for you. If you want me to give you my ebook that shows you how to achieve XYZ specific benefits, right? You have to be very clear and very specific about what they are getting in return, because again, people are always tuned into that part of their mind that makes them feel like, what's in it for me, right? So if you're very clear about what they get from you as a result of sharing, then you're tuning into that part of their mind that is an opportunist. You're tuning into that part of their mind that is greedy. So that part of their mind is always thinking, what's in it for me, right? So that's basically how this works. Create some kind of viral traffic by starting a referral contest, okay, to give something, an incentive in exchange for them to share your stuff. And the more people who share it, the more traffic you're going to get. But don't forget that you're going to be needing your WhatsApp link for this. You must have your WhatsApp link for this. So the things you're going to be using for your referral contest include, what are they going to share? Is it a video? Is it a 30-second video? Is it a 1-minute video? So it could be a 1-minute video, or your flyer design, or one of those two. And then you have your call to action, which is your link, because you need a vehicle that would take the traffic from where they are sharing the post to where you want them to be, which is your WhatsApp DM. And you will also need a little bit of what you guys call the write-up, right? So it's copy, actually. You will need a little bit of copy that they're going to post on the social media platform where they're going to make their post. So you need some kind of text. An example of such text is, maybe I'm organizing a WhatsApp Audience Growth Secrets webinar, and I say Kenny Wokoye wants to teach you how he grew his contacts from 70 to 47,000 contacts. If you want to be a part of the training for just 2,500 naira, use the link below. So you see, that is how to write something like that. If they are going to be posting on WhatsApp, you can use that kind of simple call to action or post text format, right? Okay, so that's that for the viral marketing strategy. Now let me share with you a second way that you can get a flood of strangers into your WhatsApp DM from time to time. Leverage relationships ask them for repost instead of trying to sell to them. The mistake that most people make when they start a business or they're trying to get traffic into their business or get customers is they think that the people who already know them are the people who are going to buy from them. But you cannot be more wrong than that. You will find out that the people who already know you, like I said earlier in this training, because they have an opinion about you already, they will not buy from you, but it's easier for you to get them to repost for you. You see that? So it is easy for you to use the relationship you have with them to get your stuff in front of strangers, because that relationship with them is leverage, right? You can leverage on that and ask them for a repost, ask them for a share, right? And a very simple way for you to do this is by creating a broadcast list. Let me show you a strategy you can use for this. So step one is you create a BC, right? On WhatsApp, create a BC. Create a broadcast list. And the next thing you do is add friends. Now, friends can be anybody that you have given value before. Friends could be your existing customers. Friends could be your actual friends. Friends, oh no. Then of course your family, right? You can also add family members because, well, in some cases, in most cases, family members will actually make a post for you. So you add everyone to the broadcast list. Now, after you have added everyone, the next thing you do is you create a personalized message. Create a personalized message. But remember that WhatsApp DM is a very, will I call it intimate, but private place to get conversations going. And so because of that, you cannot send a message that looks like a broadcast. This is something that most people get wrong. You're sending a message to people via broadcast. You're sending it in a way that makes it look like it's a broadcast message. You're just broadcasting a message. Everybody can tell. Nowadays, people can actually tell from a mile away when the broadcast has dropped in the DM without them even opening the message. I'm telling you. So don't ever send any broadcast message that doesn't look personalized. Now, here's a simple way that you can make your broadcast personalized. Number one is by breaking it. Instead of you to send one large bulky text, you can break one large bulky text into six smaller texts. It looks more, first of all, it looks more conversational. And secondly, by the time it lands in their DM, instead of showing as one message, it's going to show as 6 messages, which increases the chances of them opening the DM in the first place. So a simple strategy you can use to make the messages personalized is by separating males and females, right? Separate the males in the list from the females in the list. And then the message you're going to be sending to the males should start with, hello, bro. All right, you can say, hey, bro. Hey, bro. Hope you're doing all right. Or how's your day go? Hope your day has been going well so far. Just felt like I needed to share this with you. I'm trying, you can say, I'm trying to reach more people who want to achieve XYZ benefit, which of course, in this case, is the benefit of what you want them to post for you. And then you say, I'm trying to reach out to as many people as possible. You see how powerful that is, right? So by using such simple personalized formats to send your message, you're going to get a lot of them sending you responses as a result of that. Now, here's a simple way you can make it even more engaging so you can almost guarantee that they're going to send you a good response and help you to post the thing on their WhatsApp status. So when you have sent the first message, hello, bro, how are you doing? Don't send the next one yet. Don't be in a hurry to send every single message that you have in your arsenal. Let it be a conversation style broadcast. So when you send the first 2 messages, allow it to sit there for like 5 minutes, maximum 10 minutes before you send the next message, which of course in this case is, I just felt I should share this with you. You see that? So that way it now begins to look to them like it's a conversation that's going on, without them knowing that maybe you even have like 500 people on the broadcast or 600 people on the broadcast. It's a very powerful way of implementing the strategy. So by the time you have done it successfully, at the end of the day, they are going to ask you, where is the flyer? Let me have the flyer, or let me have the video, or let me have whatever it is you want them to post. So then you send it after another 5 or 10 minutes. Don't do it in a hurry. The mistake that people make with this is that they send it all at once. Boom, they're just bombarding people with DMs and broadcasts and all of that. People can smell that coming from a mile away, and they will not post for you. You think they're being wicked, but it's just you that's going about it the wrong way. All right. So that's that for that. I hope you can use the strategy and get some really amazing results. Now, here's what to do when the strangers come in like a mighty rushing wind. Here's what to do when you get that phone crashing, WhatsApp banning traffic that we all want to get. The first thing you need to do is set up your traffic control systems and use autoresponders for that. A perfect example of an autoresponder that you can use is called autoresponder for WhatsApp. If you go to your app store, your Play Store rather, and you search for autoresponder for WhatsApp, you're going to see it. It's going to open here in front of you. Okay, maybe I could just go ahead and give you guys a little bit of more insight on how you can set this thing up for yourself. Once you've downloaded the app, this is the toggle here, right? Here's a toggle that allows you to turn on the autoresponder. Once the autoresponder is on, then you can get messages from people and it will automatically pick those messages and send them the response of your choice. Okay, now let me turn it back off because I don't want it on. So I'm going to show you an example of a rule that you can create to handle all the traffic that is coming into your DM from those people who want to save your, or those people who want to join your WhatsApp status audience. All right, now this is me using the pro version for this, by the way. I'm using the pro version of this software. And so what you can do in this case is as simple as you can type, go back and then press the plus sign in order for you to create a new rule. And then you see where you have received message should be answered. So what do you want the autoresponder to pick in your DM and answer for you? So in this case, I want the autoresponder to pick any message that says connect with me. Any message that says connect with me, I want the autoresponder to pick that message. And you see the way I put it inside the beginning and the end star, right? I put a star at the beginning and put a star at the end. Why I do that is for the sake of pattern matching. And so it's going to select any message that has connect with me. Okay, no, in this case it's connect with you. Not connect with me, because they are sending a message that says connect with you, right? So any message that drops in my DM that says Kenny, I want to connect with you, hello Kenny, I want to connect with you, is going to pick the message automatically and it will send the response that I'm going to set here. So the response can be, all right, that's fine, you can save my contact as Kenny Walkway. So, all right, that's fine. You can save my contact as Kenny Walkway so you don't miss any important status, for example's sake. All right. So then the next thing you do is you want to make sure that you set a delay in seconds to make it conversational. A delay in the rule of maybe 6 seconds. 6 seconds is actually a very good delay. All right. So take a look, one more look at it, and then you're good to go. Click on save, and it's done. So if I should turn on my autoresponder now, if somebody should send me, I want to connect with you, right? It's going to pick up that message and it's going to respond. But let's test it. If you want to test it, you see this button beside, you see this button here, right here. So that button is what you use if you want to test what you have done. So let's simply type here, Kenny, I would like to connect with you, and send. So it's going to pick up the message in 6 seconds, right? It will just count 6 seconds, and after 6 seconds, you see it has sent me the response. All right, that's fine. You can save my contact as Kenny Walkway so you don't miss any important status updates about the training. So it's very important that you test out your autoresponder rules before you take it out for a spin, especially because of the fact that you're going to be getting a lot of strangers going through your DM and you're going to be seeing those messages. So before you take it out into your WhatsApp DM direct, make sure you test it here inside the app first. Okay, so that's that for that. Let's go on. Come to the last part of the training. I'm about to show you now how you can turn all those strangers into paying customers in just 7 days. Yes, you heard me right. In just 7 days. Here's how you can do it in 7 simple steps. So for day one, you're going to throw them a welcome party, and basically what that is an indoctrination of some kind. It's like initiating them into your clan. I don't want to use the word cult. So, but it's initiating them into your tribe and making them feel like they are part of something big. Okay, and a simple way for you to do this is by using words like, if you're just seeing my WhatsApp status for the first time, welcome to my compound on WhatsApp status street. That's what I usually say. For those people who follow me on WhatsApp, you know I usually say that. So when I know that I just recently got like maybe 50 people on my WhatsApp status audience, 50 new people, 100 new people, 300 new people, I always welcome them with an indoctrination. And so I send something like, welcome to my compound on WhatsApp status street. Here you should expect to see daily content about sales, marketing, personal development, high income skills, and so on and so forth. So you're setting the expectations, right? You're setting them on reasons why they need to be checking your status every day. The idea here is to build a culture, imbibe a culture in them of checking your WhatsApp status every day, every day. That's how you build the audience as well, right? So the next thing, you can also talk about yourself. You can say, here is a picture of me. And then you carry one of your finest pictures, your finest Christmas pictures. You post it and then you show them you, right? You can also use a video for that as well. Maybe you can even take a video of yourself dancing or something, just having fun, who you are on the personal level, because people can connect to that because it's relatable. So you can share that as well. So this is me, right? And then you go further and say, what else can you also add? Well, yeah, you can add your journey. You can share some of your stories, because at that point you have their attention. They're thinking in their mind. The idea here is you're selling. At every point in time you're selling them on, you sold them on why they need to join your WhatsApp status audience. You sold them, now you're selling them on why they need to be following what you're doing on WhatsApp status, right? So in this case, you simply tell them that the journey. You can share some of your journey with them. You can share some stories about your journey. Here is where I started. I started out with this like 6 months ago, and within that space of time, I've been able to do X, Y, Z, and now I help people here on my WhatsApp status by sharing so and so content. I'm just giving some rough examples, but you get the gist, right? So the idea is just to get them to feel like they're part of something. Welcome them into your tribe. This is not about selling them any product. Don't sell anything on day one. You know, some people are very active and very addicted to selling stuff. And so right from the very first day, you're already posting all your bags and posting all your wigs and posting all of that stuff. Don't do it on day one. All right. Follow this 7-day blueprint and you will be able to make money within 7 days from people who just joined your WhatsApp status. All right. So let me go to the second. All right, so on day 2, you're going to share a value post based on a niche related topic. All right, it should be very actionable. It should be something that they will learn and then go and take action on and get maybe some nearly instant results. But don't give them everything. Don't give them the actual outcome that your product provides. This is what I meant when I said give value first. So you want to make sure that you're giving out some kind of value that makes people feel like they can get results with it. When they take action on that, I'll give an example. You can say something like, one of the most powerful books I ever read helped me through the struggle I had with depression, helped me through the struggle I had with procrastination, helped me through the struggle I had with anxiety, blah, blah, blah. Now, here's the book in case you want to read it too. So you share them a link for them to go and get the book, and they go get the book. Now that's a very actionable value that you have given to them, and they will be very grateful for it. You see what I mean, right? So there's different ways you can go about it, but I just gave you one practical example of actionable value that you can share. Another way is, of course, by sharing your own knowledge, what you already learned. Remember, I told you need to build your capacity, because you can't give what you don't have. You can help people when you can't even help yourself. So you need to have some kind of knowledge. You need to have some level of knowledge that you can share with them. And when you share that information with them, they're going to feel like they can use it and get results quickly. All right, so that's also actionable value. Just like all the value, most of the value you've been getting right here in this training is all actionable value. So as you're learning, you're even implementing, and you can even get instant results. Some people will get results from this training before they finish the training. I'm telling you, most people actually, as long as you're taking action. So that's what makes it actionable value. All right. For day 3, you are going to share a value post, something that is inspirational, right? You can share something that's inspirational, like a success story. Now, a success story in this case doesn't have to be you making your first 2 billion in your currency. It doesn't have to be you climbing Mount Everest or anything like that. It's basically you sharing a struggle that you used to have, what happened, what changed, and then where you are now. It's that simple. That's a success story. Share success stories, and you'll be able to tap into people's minds and get them to see themselves in your journey. And it helps them to relate with your brand even more. It connects them at an emotional level deeply to your brand. Okay? So use success stories to get people to start feeling warm feelings towards you. I'll give you a very simple storytelling framework. All right, I use this storytelling framework a lot. I've used it on LinkedIn several times, and it's gotten me thousands upon thousands of impressions on my stuff. I mean, people who didn't even know that I existed saw my post because I used this storytelling framework. All right. All right, so here is a simple storytelling framework that I have used countless times to get thousands upon thousands of views and hundreds of engagements on my post, and also get all those strangers into my WhatsApp DM to connect with me. All right, you can also use this storytelling framework as this case, in this case rather, you can use the storytelling framework to build a powerful, strong rapport with your audience on WhatsApp. The first thing you start with is the struggle. You talk about the struggle. What is that one thing that you struggled with once upon a time, but now you no longer struggle with it? An example in this case would be when I started doing my sales online, or when I started my online business, I struggled in my first 11 months. You guys have heard that story before. There's also the story of how I started my sales closing on the phone. In my first few months of doing one-on-one closing over the phone, I couldn't get anyone to pay attention to my product. I couldn't get anyone to convert. That was my struggle, right? So that's an example. What is the thing that you were once struggling with, and what was the effect of the struggle? So you can go deeper by saying stuff like, as a result of that, I found it difficult to close my prospects over the call or over the phone. And because of that, I was going round and round in circles looking for strategies and looking for other ways for me to get the results that I wanted. But I didn't get it. Even though I had read some books and tried some other different things, I tried these things, but it didn't work for me because I hadn't figured out what makes it work, so to speak. I'm just giving you an example. But you basically talk about the effect of the struggle in your life, and then you transition to the discovery. What was it that you discovered that turned things around for you? I can give an example. In one of my stories, I talked about how I went through the message by Apostle Joshua Selman called Time versus Money. And that training, that message changed my life for good, you know. So what was the discovery? What was the aha moment? What triggered the epiphany in that particular story? You tell them about it. And then you talk about the turning point, right? That was when I discovered that I needed to get more focus on my internal self, on my external self, and I became intentional. You see, that was the turning point. And as a result of that, you now talk about the transformation. The result of that was that I now started seeing an increase in my results. I got more productive with my time. I started getting more money coming in. I started getting more prospects. I started getting more leads. I started getting more customers. So that was the transformation. And then you can talk about where you are now. So fast forward 2 years down the line, I have a $255,000 business. I'm living in Dubai, and I'm living life on my own terms. That's where I am now. And the lessons are simple. I learned a couple of lessons along the way, and here are 3 of them. Lesson number 1, this. Lesson number 2, that. Lesson number 3. So this is a simple storytelling format. And if you use this, I can tell you guys for free, if you use this, you will be able to get people on your side faster than you can even drink a cup of coffee. Okay? Try this out. It is extremely, extremely powerful. It is extremely powerful. I would love to hear the feedback after. I'm really excited. I know a lot of people are going to get a lot of results with this storytelling format. All right, but just don't overuse it. All right, don't overuse. You need to mix up. You need to mix up things. Right, you need to mix up things when you're using storytelling. Just make sure that you're original and you're unique in how you tell your stories. Don't copy my style. That's what I'm saying, basically. But this is just a template. It's a framework that you can use for your stories. Don't go taking my own story and then you make your own version of my story. No. Make it unique to you. Let people resonate with that based off of you, so you'll be building your brand and you're not imitating someone else. So for day 4, you're going to share a lifestyle content. Basically, that's a picture of you or a video of you, and then you add a creative caption on it. If you're doing a video where you're talking about stuff or talking about your life or something, you can share that in a way that is easy to digest, in a way that's easy to consume, right? Don't share a video that is 9 minutes long and you're talking about yourself, or a video that is 15 minutes long and you're talking about yourself. That's not a that's like a biography. This is social media world where people are looking to consume content at the speed of light, and in 3 seconds, if you cannot show them in 3 seconds why they should pay attention to you, then there's no reason why they're going to consume your content. So you need to be sharing lifestyle content that is just a picture or a video of you that just shows that you're a real human being. Again, people want to do business with people, not businesses, even though the businesses are controlled by people, right? So you show them the human side of you by showing them some of the things that you do. You know, maybe you're just taking a cup of coffee. You can take a picture of you, a selfie with you taking a cup of coffee. You can be at work. You can have your laptop in front of you. Take a selfie. Take a picture of that, showing how you work. You can show how you work with your customers, with your clients. You can show the experiences that your customers have. You can share that as lifestyle content. Lifestyle content doesn't always have to be you traveling all over the world like me. I like sharing those kind of content because I love traveling, right? And I want to visit as many countries as I can before I turn 35. As a matter of fact, I want to visit at least 150 countries before I'm 35. And so that's just a personal goal, and that's my idea of lifestyle content. I want to share that journey along the way with people. The best definition of lifestyle content is you sharing your journey of entrepreneurship, or your journey of business, or your journey in growth with people via text, audio, video, or picture format. That is just lifestyle content as defined. Okay, so no need to waste too much time on this. Let's go to day 5. So for day 5, the type of content that you're going to share is basically called a thought leadership post. And what a thought leadership post is, where you are sharing your unique insights, your unique thoughts on a particular topic, your perspectives, your what you think about a specific topic, in order for you to position yourself as a thought leader in your niche. And this can include an opinion piece about a particular topic. It could be an in-depth analysis of something, or case study, as the case may be. But just make sure that you have some kind of post on day 5 that shows that you know your stuff about the subject area where you are selling something. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, for example, if you sell human hair, if you're selling human hair, you can talk about 5 mistakes that people make when it comes to buying human hair, or 5 mistakes people make after they have bought the human hair that they buy. I'll just give you an example off the top of my head. But that's an example of a thought leadership post, because people will now see that this person is an expert on this human hair of a thing. Do you see? So create a post that makes you position yourself as a thought leader, because people follow leaders. People follow thought leaders, right? So share your opinions and be shameless about it. Now let's go to day 6. No need to waste time. So for day 6, we're going to basically engage. And you know, the reason why you need to be doing this is you are trying to build a relationship with people here. And one of the easiest ways you can build a relationship with people is by communicating with them. Create some kind of opportunity for two-way communication to happen, or for two-way interaction to happen. And that's where engagement comes in. So ask a question. That's why you see you have this anonymous message that people use on their WhatsApp status, right? Tell me an anonymous message. Post an anonymous message for me. I will not know it's you that wrote it. That's a way for you to interact with your audience. The thing is, if you should just go blank, point blank, and ask a question, right? If you ask a question point blank, most people will not respond because they don't want you, like people don't like raising their hands in public. That's just the way it goes. But if you make it anonymous, for example, you can go on Google and type anonymous message, and then you'll see there's a tool that you can use. I think it's called Kubold, Kubool, Kubold, if I'm correct. But check for it. You'll see you can use Kubold to create anonymous messages, anonymous message campaigns, and then you post the link for that on your WhatsApp status and tell them they can ask you anything about XYZ, where XYZ is your area of expertise. You can, excuse me, you can also say that they can ask you any question at all, whether it's personal or anything. Of course, you want to be very careful with this one, but because people can cross boundaries when it comes to this one. But then you can post that on your WhatsApp status, and then people are going to go and they're going to ask you questions. When they ask you questions in the campaign, you can go in the back end and see all the questions that people have asked. Take a screenshot of them and go and post on your WhatsApp status and answer them one after the other. Now, here's what happens as a result of that. They are going to feel like they are now part of a community, right? They're going to feel like they will feel a sense of, you can share a result of how you made XYZ amount of money in the week because you have some high income skills that you learned inside the course, or that you learned, right? And you would love to show them how they can achieve such results for themselves. They should use the link below to watch a video that explains the entire framework of the business model and how they can achieve the same benefits for themselves. That's an example. It's a little bit rough, but it's an example, right? If, for example, you are doing physical products, you're selling physical products, for example, you can use that as an opportunity to tease them. Here's what I mean. A teaser is like a little bit of a little bit of a rollout. So you're giving people mentally, you're telling them what to expect from you in the coming days. That's like a teaser. So in this case, you share the result. You just finish sharing the result. The next thing you now do is you tell them that if they would like to get such results for themselves, or if they would like to get such fantastic item for themselves, you're going to give them the opportunity to do so, but they have to wait till tomorrow. And tomorrow you're going to give them a special opportunity to do that at a very, very affordable price. But it's not going to be for everybody. It's going to be for just a few people who are going to be online by 12 p.m. Or it's going to be a few people that will be online by 3 p.m. So you create some kind of exclusivity, anticipation, and that urgency, time-based urgency. So that's that for that. Just make sure that you do this all within 7 days time frame. Everything I've shown you from day 1 to day 7, implement this thing within a 7-day time frame and you will get some insane results. So let me summarize the entire thing for you from day 1 to day 7. So basically on day 1, you're going to share the welcome video or the welcome intro post, your indoctrination post that makes them feel like they're part of your community. And then on day 2, you share value. On day 3, you share value. Day 4, you share lifestyle. Excuse me. On day 5, you share value. Day 6, you share engagement. So you create engagement, sorry, not you share. You create engagement. And finally, on day 7, you share results plus call to action that's going to cause them to buy something from you. So that is it. That is your 7-day game plan. That is how you get them to turn into paying customers within just 7 days. Don't sell products. Don't sell services. Don't sell softwares. Sell offers. The mistake that most people are making when it comes to sales and marketing online, whether it's on WhatsApp or anywhere on the internet, is that they feel that because you have because you've created a product, because you have a product, then everybody you put it in their hands is going to want to buy. But that's not how marketing works. You actually need to be selling offers instead of selling products, because every single person in the market is selling products. Everybody's selling services. Everybody's selling software. They don't know how to sell, and that's why they sell those things. What you need to do instead is create an offer. Create an offer that creates uniqueness about what you're putting into the marketplace. Put that your product or service, take that your product or service and find the biggest, boldest benefits that it offers people. Turn those things into an offer. I'll give you an example. This WhatsApp training that you registered for, if I had told you that you should come, let me teach you how to grow on WhatsApp, would that be attractive enough for you to have paid me, even if you had paid me 2,500 or whatever it is you paid for this training? Would that be having would that have been enough to make you want to take action? The answer is definitely no. Most people would not have moved if I had just casually told them, here's what I can do for you, or here's what I want to do for you, pay so and so amount. No. You need to be very clear about the benefits that they are getting. Be very, very clear about the benefits they are getting. So get clear about, for example, here's what you're going to be getting during this training. That's if you're doing a training. If it's a course, here's what you're going to be learning inside this course. Or if it's a product, here's what here are some of the features of the product. Here are some of the things that you will see when you get this product. Here's what you get. That's another example. Here's what you get. So you begin to explain. You talk about the benefits. Don't talk about just the features. If it's features, if it has features, if it's a physical product, it has some features. Yeah, of course, you should mention those features. But don't just stop by mentioning the features. Also talk about the benefits of those features. Begin to talk about the benefits of the features, because that's when people begin to think. That's when you begin to get into people's minds and they can begin to think about how useful this thing can be for them, right? So talk about the benefits of the product. Talk about the benefit of the benefits. I'll give you an example. If I was selling a MacBook, and I'm talking about the features, I finished telling them about the features like keyboard light. It has keyboard light, so that when you're working in the night, you might not even need to have your lights on. You can work with your lights off and what's it called, and also protect your eyes from the the harmful effects of light in the night. I'm just giving an example, right? So keyboard light, that's an example. Now you can also say that it has a retina scanner, so you can use your eyes to unlock your laptop. As long as you're sitting in front of it, once you sit in front of it, you can unlock your laptop instantly so that you can save time and get to work quickly. You see the way I'm talking about the feature and the benefit of the feature? That is how you should be talking about your own stuff. When you're selling or when you're talking to people on WhatsApp, you should use benefits to sell. Sell the result. That's what they say. Sell the results, sell the experience, sell the outcome. Don't just sell the product. Now, secondly, let me also say that you need to Secondly, don't get into anything because you're trying to be famous or because you're trying to be funny or because you just want to make money. I'm telling you this for free right now. Don't do it. You'll be doing it for the wrong reason and it will not be worth it in the end. Even if you end up becoming famous, you end up becoming all like a big influencer, you end up getting all the customers you want, you end up getting all the traffic, it will get to a point where you feel like it wasn't worth it. You need to be doing it for the right reason. And for me, the right reason for doing anything is because you want to help people. The outcome of wanting to help people is growth. The outcome of wanting to help people is more money. The outcome of wanting to help people is the visibility you're looking for by getting this course. All right? But finally, whatever it is you're trying, I will also recommend again that you take some time and go through everything that you have learned, because some things don't stick the first time. You might have to go through it the second time for it to stick, and also make sure that as you're learning, you're implementing, and you can get some really amazing results. I would love to hear your feedback. If you've gotten really great results from this course, I would love for you to make a post about it on Twitter. My name on Twitter is Kenny Nwokwe.